Hey guys, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Appreciate you. Now let's get to it. What's up everyone, it's the Average Gamer signing on back with another video, and today this video will partially serve as a follow-up to my structured video on Street Fighter 6 and what it needed to get right. On a slight side note, thank you for the support and feedback on that video. It was by far my most successful one yet, so more structured videos like this will probably happen more often. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So Street Fighter 6 has been out for around a month now, and typical FGC salt aside, many people are enjoying the experience. Capcom is being praised for making a title many call a great step forward for the Street Fighter franchise and fighting games in general, and I would have to agree with such a sentiment. Now of course the game has its issues, but I think many people are not as adamant about voicing their frustrations as loudly and especially as aggressively as possible like they did in prior Capcom titles. I think it would be great to examine why exactly this is the case, and it all comes down to a simple value of business, and that is goodwill. Now, goodwill is simply the value a company receives from things like its brand and reputation. Establishing and maintaining a goodwill is vital because your image is vital. Customers' or consumers' view of a company or product can impact both the present and the future. Negative attention and press can be the death of a company, and even if it isn't that severe, the impact it has down the line can be drastic. Now, goodwill can be established in a variety of ways, but of course, for this analysis, let's look at Street Fighter 6 in particular. So, to get a full picture, I recommend watching my video about what Street Fighter 6 must get right, as that gives the beginning stages on the situation Capcom was facing coming into this game. However, the short and sweet is this. Capcom, for around 10 years or so, has had 3 major disappointing titles in their fighting game division. The community was not pleased, to say the least. Now, these games eventually became fairly tolerable to pretty damn good, but that hardly makes up for what the fans had to suffer through before that period. So naturally, there was a lot of pressure on Capcom to deliver with their next title. Despite this, they delivered and in a big way. The reaction from the FGC and media outlets is insanely positive, and everyone is saying Capcom is back, and for good reason. The bar has been raised not just because Capcom made a successful title, but because it seems they took the pressure from past failures and learned from it. However, what's important to note is that it is not just about the big things. Aspects like a unique character roster, decent content in terms of a single player experience, and serviceable online are simply a baseline nowadays for a fighting game. But as always, the devil is in the details. And the details are the little things Street Fighter 6 accomplished, which was the catalyst for why this game is getting enormous praise. The multitude of options in training mode to maximize your labbing, an elaborate character creator that can even be used in the battle hub to fight other players, cabinets for playing older Capcom titles, and fun modes like extreme battles to play online as well. A big board displaying some top players and performances, options to customize your character profile. Street Fighter 6 has so many pieces that you might not use every day, but when you need them or want them, they're there, which increases overall satisfaction and thus goodwill. All of these things individually don't feel like or do much, but combined together creates a game that seems like the complete package, which I think has been a problem for fighting games for a while, being that the standard for what makes a good fighting game is different and a lot of times I would argue lower than what makes a good video game in general. Now of course the game has its flaws, but on this front Capcom is also succeeding. The level of transparency they've shown, particularly with the network and online concerns, has been very impressive and appreciated, which also produces goodwill from players that their issues and concerns are being heard and worked on. All in all, Street Fighter 6 is great, and in my opinion, a must-buy if you're a fan of fighting games. And I can't wait to see the changes Capcom makes as time goes on, but let me know what you think in the comments. Do you believe Capcom succeeded with Street Fighter 6? Do you agree about how goodwill is an important aspect for the video game industry? I look forward to your thoughts, and until next time, this is The Average Gamer, signing off.